Welcome in. Seahawks Today is sponsored by GlassesUSA.com. I'm wearing them. We'll tell you more about our newest partner here at Chat Sports coming up later on in today's show. GlassesUSA.com for more. In the meantime, though, today we have the latest Seattle Seahawks news and rumors as we are talking about Jaxon Smith-Njigba, Zach Charbonnet. Also, we have some things to get to on Geno Smith as well. All of that and more coming up in just a matter of moments. Before we do, though, folks, we told you earlier in the week, we got a sub-battle on our hands between the division rival 49ers report and the Cowboys report here on the Chat Sports channels. And I got to tell you, we got some work to do. We're not too far behind, but we got to play some catch-up here. I want to take it to our Niners and Cowboys channels and show them who's boss here. And so what I need you guys to do is to sub to the channel if you haven't already. For the latest happenings on your favorite team, we're doing live shows every week on Wednesdays. We do our watch parties during the season, daily news and rumor segments. This is the channel for the diehard Seahawks fans. Subscribe for free today, and let's win this sub-battle this week. We begin this show talking about Jaxon Smith-Njigba, the Seahawks rookie receiver from The Ohio State, who Seattle took at number 20 overall, continues to impress at OTAs. Now, remember what we told you a while back with Jaxon Smith-Njigba, that he said he was feeling 100%, that the recovery had been made, that he was good to go. The Seahawks were a little bit cautious as far as his full go, but now he is here and ready to go at full strength, and he's been impressive so far to this point. Here's more from SI All Seahawks. During Tuesday's session, Smith-Njigba caught a pair of touchdown passes, one coming on a vertical concept in which he beat the corner off the line and made a move in space, and the other in a goal line situation where he found a small cushion and sneaked in for a score. He's so impressive. Very smooth route runner, natural hands. Also, the game is not too big for him. You can see he's got that self-confidence that you look for. He's learning. He's picking up his assignments like all the other rookies and new guys. Jackson's been tremendous so far. As I've said previously, I love everything about Jaxon Smith-Njigba, and there's no reason to think that as long as he's healthy, that he won't impress right away in this offense. I think what you're hearing right now of these rumblings at OTAs, this is not just a one-hit wonder. This is not a fad of some sorts. This is going to stay. This is staying power, and you should expect a realistic expectation for JSN to be an instant impact player immediately within this offense. The last time we saw him at full speed in college football was back in 2021 with the Ohio State Buckeyes when he had 21 catches, or in the 2021 season when he had 95 catches, over 1,600 yards, close to 17 yards of reception and 9 touchdowns. And remember, he's played alongside two guys that went on to be NFL stars in their own right, Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave. So now you bring him in with Tyler Lockett as well as DK Metcalf here. Sure, those guys got to get their touches, but watch out to see what JSN brings to the table to compete toe-to-toe and get his when it comes to this offense. So, Jaxon Smith-Njigba, Rookie of the Year candidate. What do you guys think? What say you? Predict it for me in the comment section. Y for yes, in for no. Will JSN win Rookie of the Year or not? Tell me what you think in the comment section. Y for yes, in for no, if Jaxon Smith-Njigba will be the Rookie of the Year on offense in the National Football League. Now let's tell you about our newest sponsor, Glasses USA. More Seahawks Today coming up in just a moment, but before we do, are you tired of paying a lot on prescription eyeglasses? Then this message is for you. My new Muse Vicky prescription eyeglasses are from GlassesUSA.com. If you didn't already know, GlassesUSA.com is one of the biggest eyewear retailers in the U.S., offering thousands of eyeglasses and sunglasses from brands such as Ray-Ban, Gucci, Oakley, and many more. What's best about GlassesUSA.com is that glasses start at only $39, which are up to 70% off retail prices. There is a crazy exclusive offer waiting for my followers by clicking the links in the description box. GlassesUSA.com is also the perfect place to stock up and save on contact lenses. You get 25% off all contact lens brands: Vista, AccuView, Biofinity, Dailies, and many more. They're available with any prescription and for all uses. They also got a super helpful AR virtual try-on tool to help find your right frames. Also, shopping online at GlassesUSA.com is a risk-free shopping experience with free shipping and returns and 100% money-back guarantee within 14 days. Don't wear prescription eyeglasses? Well, don't worry. I also got these Otato Roland sunglasses from GlassesUSA.com. Get the exclusive discount only available to Seahawks Today viewers by clicking on the links in the comments and description box. Only available for 24 hours. Once again, thank you, GlassesUSA.com, for sponsoring today's video. Now, Jaxon Smith-Njigba isn't the only rookie that's impressed at OTAs so far to this point. Reports are that former UCLA running back Zach Charbonnet is off to a very good start in his own right at OTAs as well. Here's more from Seahawks offensive coordinator Shane Waldron. Zach is another guy similar to Olu, where he has stepped into the building and you get that true pro feel from the guy right away. He's really serious about his business, and then you notice his size and speed at running back. I know you can't tell a whole lot about what's going to happen when the pads go on, when we are out here right now, but you do feel where he is playing at a high tempo. He's a big back. He has a toughness about him, and he's really gathering all the information, picking up the offense quickly. The Seahawks are going to have a deep backfield, and when we talk about this running back position, I hear the comments in the comments section. Some of y'all are saying, well, who's going to be the number one running back? Who's going to get the majority of the carries with a high draft pick on Zach Charbonnet when you already have Kenneth Walker, who's coming off an impressive season? And the fact of the matter is, it doesn't matter who gets the majority of the carries. As long as somebody's productive and you keep both these guys fresh, then you have a good problem on your hands here of trying to figure out who to give carries to. I don't care who the starter is. As long as they're productive. Keep these guys fresh. Add in Kenny McIntosh to the mix. Watch out. The Seahawks very well have a chance to have the best backfield in the National Football League. So, I don't care. But I trust this offensive staff to figure it out and put this team in the best position to succeed offensively. Maybe even have some packages with both running backs in the field together. Either way, you're fine and you're in good shape. Charbonnet coming off a season at the University of California, Los Angeles, where he had close to 200 carries for nearly 1,400 yards. Average was just impressive, around 7 yards a carry. And I don't care if it's in the Pac-12 conference or the SEC. 14 touchdowns is impressive no matter where it is, and that was the case with Zach Charbonnet last year with 14 touchdowns in 10 games played. So let's ask you, who will be the leading rusher for the Seahawks? Will it be Kenneth Walker III, or will it be Zach Charbonnet? Tell us what you think in the comments section. Type KW for Kenneth Walker. Type ZC for Zach Charbonnet, and let us know what you think in the comments section below. 2022 was a breakout season for Seahawks quarterback Geno Smith, as he was named the NFL's Comeback Player of the Year. But now, as he's in year number 2 as the full-time starter for the Seahawks at quarterback, what does he need to do to take that next step, to build upon what he did last season to be even better and not to have a sophomore slump? Well, the guys at SI All Seahawks put a couple things together of what they're looking for, where Geno needs to improve, his areas of improvement heading into this upcoming season, and they made some good points. Number one, Geno's got to cut down on turnover-worthy throws. Better overall decision-making. Think about this. We talked about in the first part of last season, in 2022, how good of a job Geno Smith did of taking care of the football. But in the second half of the season, in the final 7 regular season games, Geno threw 7 interceptions, which tied for the third most in the entire NFL. So Geno's got to do a better job of just taking care of the football, not throwing it where he shouldn't throw to. Just be smarter when it comes to those decision-making skills in those circumstances. Number 2 for Geno, another step forward from a pocket presence. That needs to be seen from Geno. He's got to do a better job of eliminating sacks, of giving up those opportunities, of allowing the defense to get pressure and bring him down. Got to get the ball off a little bit quicker in the pocket. He took 11 sacks last season. And one thing that Geno's going to have going for him on a good note moving forward, think about this, is that Abraham Lucas and Charles Cross are going to be another year older. Development over this offseason, all of that should help Geno do a better job of avoiding those sacks just by having better protection up front from those two as your bookend tackles. So he's got that going for him. That's another good sign for Geno Smith. Number 3, improved efficiency to the sideline and middle of the field. One of the strengths that we saw from Geno Smith in 2023 was his ability to lead the NFL. He led the NFL in deep pass touchdowns, 14 total. That was more than any other quarterback in the National Football League, including some of the big arm quarterbacks like Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen. Geno had more deep ball touchdowns than any of those guys with 14. But he ranked among the worst quarterbacks in the NFL in passes between 10 and 19 yards. So although Geno did a really good job with the big play ability last year, he's got to clean up the in-between stuff. And a guy like Jaxon Smith-Njigba, who is a possession receiver, who Seattle will use in the slot and will try to get open in space and in the middle of the field, that'll help out that cause as well. So all these things for Geno Smith, all 3 of those, there's no reason to think that he shouldn't improve and be better in all 3 categories in 2023. What's your confidence level in Geno Smith heading into this season? Scale it for me, 1 through 10, in the comments section where your confidence level is in Geno at this point in time, and let me know what you think in the comments section below. Hit me up on social media, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Tyler Jones Live. You can find me there, and I'll see you next time right here on Seahawks Today.